My name is Betty Gaedtke. I am a member of the Quapaw Nation in Oklahoma, and I am a Quapaw potter. And I just want to talk just briefly about my little series of little people. You know, these are very contemporary art, which is something I don't normally do, but I had a need to talk about some of our traditions from our purebloods of the past. And one of the things that we still do today is that she's a shell dancer. And she's a working vessel. She's hollow inside. So she will hold water, or maybe it would have been beans or seeds of some sort back in the day. And all the heads come off. Now, and I have fun with these because, you know, you can move their head and change their whole attitude. And so I did 10 of these, and each one of them talks about a tradition that the Quapaws had back when we had our purebloods still living with us. So, and this is just one example, and she's the shell shaker. You could store just about anything that the Quapaws would have needed, you know, something with a lid on, you know, several hundred years ago. And it also, when you talk about her, it helps you to talk about traditions that we used to, you know, have back in the day. But this one they still do today, I'm happy to say. So part of the dance that the Quapaws did was shell shaking. So they would take turtle shells and they would wrap them around their legs like this, you know, and they would put rocks in them, and then they would dance because that would make that noise. And when they danced and shook their legs, you know, it's beautiful. And they would chant and sing while they danced. And they normally did it around a fire. This is the potter. So she's got pottery all around her, you know, and it's just a way to talk about, you know, the mothers teaching the daughters the pottery. And I think it would be like a sewing bee, you know, where the mothers would sit around and they're doing the pottery and making the vessels, and they're talking about current events. Maybe who's having a baby, maybe who's getting married. You know, and I think that's what they did while they were sitting around creating, you know, their pottery. All of these little people, their heads all come off. They're all hollowed out. So I did stay true to that part of the Quapaw pottery. And I went a step further on these. You can see that they've got earrings and feathers in their hair. So I did incorporate some different materials into this little collection that I made. Pieces that I did, I tried to stay true to the Quapaw way. My little people that I have displayed on the lower shelves, there's 11 of them actually, but they're my 10 little Indians. One of them is, his name is Tejika, who is named after my great-great-grandfather, and he's kind of the narrator for the little people. So in my head, when I did the little people, it was about keeping our traditions alive. So each one of them displays some kind of tradition that we did back when we had our purebloods. And of course, we don't have any purebloods left in our tribe, but this is in honor of them. And each one of them are, in my opinion, spiritually, they're alive. It took me almost 2 years to do the 10, and it's because I didn't just do them all at once. I may have went back to Oklahoma to a 3-day funeral and then came home and was inspired to do something, you know. And so each one of those are just full of love, you know, for our people. But I would like to thank everybody involved with it. We're now bringing pottery back to our people in Oklahoma. We are doing pottery again the old way, and it's a huge success. And the business committee was a big part of that, and I want to thank them also.